Hey guys, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about P0064 trouble code, and let's go ahead and get right into it, starting off here with the agenda of today's video. So we're going to go over the symptoms of P0064, common causes of P0064 code, diagnosis steps of P0064, and much more. So that is on the agenda today. Let's get into it with the overview of P0064 code. Now, this indicates a diagnostic trouble code related to the heated oxygen sensor circuit. Now, it specifically points to an issue in bank 2 sensor 3 of the vehicle's exhaust emission system. Now, the heated oxygen sensor helps monitor and optimize the air-fuel mixture for better engine performance and lower emissions. Now, the trouble code signals a fault in the heater control circuit, which can affect sensor operation and overall management. Now, addressing this code promptly is essential to maintain fuel efficiency and reduce harmful emissions. Now, symptoms of this code, I'm just going to list off what they are. However, if you want to go ahead and read what exactly it has to do with it, it's going to be right next to what the actual symptom is. However, number one here is the check engine light is going to be on. Now, number two, you're also going to have a reduced engine performance. Number three, hesitation during acceleration. And number four, increased fuel consumption. So let's go ahead and move on to the causes. Now, like I said, you could read on the right what exactly happens. However, the causes could be a faulty heated oxygen sensor. Number two, damaged or shorted wiring. Number three, poor electrical connection. Number four, blown fuses. Or number five, malfunctioning ECM. Now, diagnosis steps you can take for diagnosing this P0064 code is doing a visual inspection. All right, it's very easy to do. However, if you're a bit stuck, there are plenty of videos on YouTube that you can search up or go on forums. They could teach you how to search them up very efficiently. Fuse check is you're also going to want to inspect the fuses. It's just super easy to do. Go to your fuse box and pull out whatever fuse the diagram actually tells you is related to the heated oxygen circuit. But you're going to want to pull out the amperage, or not the amperage, but the fuse, whatever amperage it may be. Look at the little coil in the middle. All right, if it looks fried and it's not in contact with the rest of the coil inside of the fuse, then that fuse needs to be replaced. Now, multimeter test is you're going to want to measure the resistance of the oxygen sensor heater. Confirm if the resistance is within manufacturer specification to detect a faulty sensor. Now, an ECM scan, you're going to want to connect an OBD2 scanner to the ECM and receive any trouble codes and verify if it's P064 or any other related codes. Now, we already went through visual inspection and much more, but if you want to go ahead and pause the video, you can pause it here. But let's go ahead and move on to this as well. Now, testing with the multimeter or OBD2 scanner. Now, a multimeter, you're going to want to disconnect the oxygen sensor and connector to isolate the heater circuit. Set the multimeter to the ohms setting, not amperage, not amps, not voltage, or not voltage ohms. Only ohms setting for resistance measurement. Now, place the multimeter probes on the heater terminals of the oxygen sensor and compare the measured resistance to manufacturer specifications out of range values to indicate a faulty sensor. Now, number two, you're going to want to use an OBD2 scanner. This is just going to be a scanner to the diagnostic port of the car. You can turn the ignition on to the on position. It doesn't necessarily have to be running, although in some cases you are going to have the vehicle run, but just flip the ignition to the on position without starting the engine and start receiving the trouble codes related to the oxygen sensor circuit. Now, analyze the codes and verify that it is related and come to a conclusion. Now, solutions for P0064 code is replacing the faulty oxygen sensor. Now, right below, it's going to tell you why. So if you want to go ahead and pause, go ahead. But you're also going to want to repair or replace wiring, check and replace any fuses, inspect and reprogram ECM as well. Now, replacing faulty components, oxygen sensor replacement, or wiring and connector repairs. So right next to it is going to tell you why, but you can replace those faulty components, which are the number two or the two most replaceable ones. ECM inspection and reprogramming. So the ECM manages sensor data and much more. ECM will give you incorrect signals if it is not programmed right. So it wants you to reprogram or do any of those updates. However, I usually don't do it, but this would be best to get a technician on there because it is a computer, it's part of the car. You mess with that, the whole car doesn't work. So I would highly suggest that you hire a technician or get yourself a handy OBD2 scanner that can help you program the ECM. So summary and key takeaways is this problem has to do with the heated oxygen sensor heater circuit and bank 2 sensor 3, and symptoms are just check engine light and much more, and then common causes are blown fuses, ECM, faulty sensors, and much more. Diagnosis involves a visual inspection, fuse checks, resistance, multimeter, and even ECM scanning. Now, solutions including replacing sensors, replacing wiring, replacing fuse and ECM inspection, or reprogramming if needed. So thank you guys for watching today's video regarding P0064. This video is brought to you by OBD Mastery, where we have a catalog filled with P0 codes. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Other than that, thank you guys for watching another OBD Mastery video. Stay tuned for more P0 code videos, and we'll see you all till the next one.